Hi, so my goal for the Something Awesome project was to explore rootkits. So I wanted to learn more about how they worked because I didn't really know anything at the start, and I wanted to try and write something of my own. I set my initial goals based off of a previous university assignment that Hayden provided me, and that served as a really nice template for organizing and sort of determining what was achievable and what wasn't so achievable. My core goals for the project was to explore privilege escalation, some method for a remote unauthenticated user to gain root access to the machine, keylogging, and reboot persistence, as well as writing up a report that details the functionality of what I achieved. This effectively boiled down to around 6 tasks, and I completed one more or less each week. Setting a scope for the project was difficult, as I wasn't sure how difficult and time consuming each task would be. So this gave me a little bit more free time in the end at the end of the project to explore several other areas that I actually wasn't aware of when I wrote the original project spec. So my rootkit was targeting FreeBSD12, and I was able to then finish off by extending my rootkit's functionality by also hiding ports and modules from Coyote Stat. This allows the reverse shell component of the project to hide a little bit better, and that's really just because it makes it harder for a sysadmin to tell that there is a reverse shell being sent to someone malicious. I had a lot of fun working on this project. I spent a lot of time researching and debugging, not a huge amount of time actually writing code, and this really was just because writing kernel code was quite a challenge. Anytime it crashes, the whole operating system crashes, and you've got to go through the dump to figure out where you went wrong, which is a little bit time consuming, a little bit painstaking, but also much more satisfying when everything pays off and it works out well. So I also released a weekly video on YouTube explaining the code I'd written that week. This was sort of showing that I made continual progress with the project. And this video also gave a little bit of a demonstration of the feature that I'd implemented that week. I found this format easier than blogging. It was a lot more expressive and a lot easier to just sit down and talk for 10-15 minutes rather than writing a blog post on Tumblr. Although I did do that as well, but it's not as in-depth. That's all the time I've got. Thank you.